Hello, in this video I'm going to be showing how you can create network or client resource to back up an Oracle database using an MDA without the use of the wizard. So in this video I'll be covering the non-wizard method of Oracle client config. We're going to go over the process of creating an RMAN script, modifying the NMDA Oracle configuration file, and then last uh, create and modify the network or client resource itself. So here I have my networker backup server. Prior to starting the client creation process, I'm going to have to modify uh, some Oracle files on the Oracle server side, which is right here. And the first thing you want to do when you're creating an Oracle backup using the non-wizard method is you want to create an RMAN script. You want to write an RMAN script. Now, most DBAs typically would already have an Oracle RMAN script that you can use to do their backups to, let's say, a local disk device. So you can use that as a framework to then go and modify so we can send it to a network of using NMDA. So I already have an RMAN script written, and it looks like this. So here's my RMAN script, and as you can see here, for the schedule backup, you have the a valid connect string within the contents of the RMAN script itself. Now I'm going to be using database authentication as opposed to Oracle OS authentication. So I have to have the full username password in the connect string within my RMAN script. If I was using Oracle OS authentication, I can replace this line with connect target and then put a forward slash, which I'll talk about again in a moment. So this is the RMAN script here, and I got my run clause and my channel allocation. The key is to put SPT tape because that will allow Oracle to load the media management library and then direct the data to go to the network or backup server as opposed to the local disk. Now this is of course with NMDA properly installed and linked. Oracle will be able to find this NMDA Oracle library and thus direct the data to the backup server. So I'm allocating channels, a couple of channels here for the degree of parallelism from the Oracle client. And I'm passing some networker variable NSR parameters using the send command. So I want Oracle to take in NSR server, NSR client, and in this case I'm also putting NSR data volume pool, which specifies the actual networker media pool that I want to send my data to. Now, because this is going to be a scheduled backup, I don't need to have NSR data volume pool because I can set up my pool criteria to filter the data stream accordingly. But in this case, from my RMAN script, I do have it listed here, which this would take precedence over any of the pool restrictions. So the pool filters, I should say. So NSR client is a good idea to have in the RMAN script, especially it's recommended for clustered environments so that you have a consistent client that you're updating the client file index for during backups. My backup scripts here says that I'm going to back up the database level full and set my files per set to 4 for my Oracle multiplexing and specify a backup piece format name as this, and then I'll release the channel. So this is basically the RMAN script that I'll be using. Okay, and the second thing I need to do is I need to modify the NMDA Oracle configuration file. Now there is when you install NMDA, you get a whole bunch of different configuration files, including templates, including the one for Oracle, and which is the one we'll be using. So I need to, typically I like to make a copy and keep a copy of the original off somewhere. And I'll modify this one now. The only mandatory variable that's required here is the Oracle home. Now, in my environment, the Oracle home is the following path. If you do not know the Oracle home variable, the Oracle home value in your environment, you can contact your DBA to get that information. Typically, they would do echo dollar Oracle SID, or they would just tell you what that, echo dollar Oracle underscore home, and they would give you that full path, which in my case, it looks like this. So with Oracle home set, that was the only mandatory variable that's needed for the schedule backup. There are some additional parameters, variables here that I could specify. The other one that I would recommend that you use is the NSR RMAN arguments. I always like to have that here because it allows me to keep a running RMAN output log of the backups that I do. So if I wanted to, if for whatever reason any problems occur and a backup fails, I can come back here and see what the RMAN output was. And I can use that as an entry point to troubleshooting a problem. So with that said, if I wanted to specify Oracle OS authentication to log in, I would specify the Oracle instance name and the Oracle user, OS user here. And then I can, in my RMAN script, say connect target and then / without specifying a username and password at the database level. There's some additional parameters you can specify here, but those are the main ones that we need to get the backup going. And I will save my configuration file. So with that set, now I can come here and I can create a new client resource. Now I want to select new client properties and specify the Oracle server name. The save set field will be the RMAN script. So in my case is scripts RMAN and then sched3 is the RMAN script that we've seen. And then I want this to go to a group called Oracle. And under the backup command, it is important that you specify NSR DASV -Z and then the full path and file name of the NMDA Oracle config file, which we saw a moment ago, which is NSR apps config NMDA underscore oracle.cfg. So with these modifications on my client resource, I can come here and say OK, and that created our Oracle client resource to do our schedule backups. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you found it helpful and stay tuned for more videos to come.